Welcome to part 18 of building Uncle Dorkel. Today I plan on putting the ears on this guy so he can hear. But before I can put the ears on, I gotta put a little piece of rubber in on each side of the mouth here so that the mouth will appear to be one complete semicircle, like, you know what I mean, oval, and not have these big gaps in the edges. Well, I'm trying to get his ears lined up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a mark on here, and I'll probably put a washer and a screw in the ear hole, and that'll hold it in place, and it'll be siliconed. Silicone seems to be about the best. There's no use using paper clay on this. What I will probably do is, after this is mounted, there's a space here. I will probably fill that in with paper clay, but I'll have to kind of like get this varnish worked off here. Waterless hand cleaner usually, not waterless hand cleaner, hand sanitizer usually takes off the varnish pretty good. Take it off there so that I can build up some putty there. But initially I got to screw these in. So before I can do that, I got to mark exactly where I'm going to put them. Alright, we got to first see if this is going to sit right first, and then I'll back the screw out and I'll put in the silicone. I got them turned a little this way. We're kind of like, I put the ear hole right about between the eye and the nose. I have his ears a little higher than maybe normal. This hole's pretty good. Alright, we're going to put some silicone on that now. Take the ear back out. Now, I'll just simply paint this screw and washer black. Could put a dab of black silicone in there, but I'm not going to get that fussy with it because, first of all, I don't have any black silicone. I used it all up on other things. First thing we're going to do, take this out. Whole area is going to cover with silicone. I got another tube of this, so I'm not worried about running out. I was going to take in the back of the ears and put the paper clay in there, but I think I'll just leave it with silicone. Clear silicone like I'm using now. Now we get it lined up with the hole here. Of course, naturally, we don't want to go in now. Oh, there it goes. Don't want to go too hard with it. It looks to me like we're going to be using silicone in here instead of the paper clay because it's coming through. That's all right. Don't look bad at all. I did some work on the mouth here too. Um, two more pieces of this material. I got some silicone on my fingers, so I want to be able to bring it over onto here. I have to be very gentle with this. This is the first piece I put in, so we'll just put some. He's got one ear on now, and I don't dare lay him on this side here to do the other ear. So I got to let all this stuff set up here. So we're going to take him and put him in the shed, come back on this, maybe in 3 or 4 hours later, and maybe I can work with it. I don't want to upset the ear here, and I just don't want to break this off either. There's a lot of prep work I have to do on this jaw yet to try to make it look better and work better. So we'll come back on it in a few hours. Well, he's got his ears. I managed to get the other ear on there, even though this wasn't dry. Had to be very careful. Now this has got to dry overnight. This has got to dry overnight, because over here I put extra rubber. Then after that dries good, I got to trim all this. This is just temporarily held in there. And then I got to fold it over so that it has a fold at each corner of the mouth, so that when he opens, it'll stretch and then it'll fold out and flare out. And then I'll trim all this and put this where it's supposed to be, and hopefully after this is all done, then I think he'd be ready for his eyebrows, his beard, and his eyes. Well, it's a couple of days later, actually, and I've been working on this mouth here. I got all this secured here, and if you look sideways here, you can see that he's got a pronounced chin. This is the lower lip here. I filled in these corners, but I just put the silicone on about 5 minutes ago, so we're gonna make sure that that's setting overnight. The ears, of course, are all dried in, the silicone. I was going to put the paper clay in here. You know, I probably won't bother with that because it's going to have beard. I think the beard probably will come. I'm not sure. I don't have enough wig material to make a big beard, so I'm not sure whether the beard should start here from the mustache area and go around, whether it should go up like this or whether it should just end here. But that would leave a big, that would be a problem back here. Kind of looks stupid from the backside, doesn't he? Actually, he looks stupid no matter how you look at him. But anyways, I got the jaw held open because when I put this rubber in and bent it over, you know, I siliconed it here a couple days ago. When that dried, then I took the temporary tape off that I had, and pulling the jaw open, which is pretty much almost all the way open. This mouth don't open the way I want it, but that's the full extent of his mouth, and it's not being held by the silicone. It's pulled out on the cord as far as I can go here. So this is the way it's going to have to be. We're going to leave it this way because I want these mouth edges to dry up. Well, here's another day, and we got the eyes in. Thanks to my wife, she takes ceramics, of course, and we've got these decals, and she cut out the eyelashes because obviously you can't glue the whole. The whole thing is a decal. You can't just glue that on the eye because the eyelashes would move with it. So we just needed the center parts. So she cut 2 of these out and she put those in for me, and now I just got to use the clear varnish over them. But if you notice over here, I'm cutting up Hilda's wig. I've taken out the loose cloth that's in here, but I'm leaving this stitch stuff here. Some of this will be used for the mustache, and some of it will be used for the beard, which is going to be like this, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. So I'm going to check now and see if there's going to be enough. Well, I'm going to try to do the wig. I put the eyebrows on here, such as it is, and I've cut up the wig that I had, and we're going to try to put the wig on here. And when I get this mounted the way I want it, it'll probably just reach. I'll probably have it. I'll have to add some more here to make it come up. He's going to be like, I've been looking at some pictures of, get an idea of, on the internet, of how a bald man with a wig, they vary. Some of them are up to here, but I'm going to have to bring his hairline here because I may not have enough. I've got the other piece over here. So we got the old, well, we got the cheap Samsung F40, because that's the only camera I got that'll do time-lapse. So we're going to do time-lapse on this, instead of me videotaping every inch of the way here. We're going to try to put that on with the silicone here, because I got so much silicone and everything here anyways. I don't know if it's going to hold or not, but we're going to try. I may try some contact cement too, we'll see.
Well, he was born in Oklahoma, and his wife's name was Betty Lou Elmolay. And he's not responsible for what he's doing, and his mother made him what he is. And it's up against the wall, your redneck mother. Mothers who have raised their sons so well. Well, he's 34 and drinking in a honky-tonk, just kicking hippies' asses and raising hell.
Well, starting to look like something, but we don't have the back covered yet, and he's going to have more of a bald head than I want, which means that this area here is going to have to be brought down more, almost to the screw in the back. The hair will probably be down to there. I'll probably bring this hairline like from the halfway on his ears here across the back, so it'll cover that, and I'll have to redo that. That's not a problem anyways. The biggest issue with this is the getting this to stay on, because I got a combination of contact cement in here, silicone in here, contact cement and silicone in here, so I trimmed it so that the Adam's apple will show here, and we got the time-lapse going here. Well, I can't seem to get that curve. I cut it, but I can't seem to get it to work right. so it's going to have to be straight across. There's nothing I can do. I was going to have it so it's velcroed so I can remove this back, but if I have to get in there, I'll just cut the wig here and here and stick a screwdriver. Here's the screw right here. Screw is right under there, so I can just push back the hair and just stick the Phillips in there, and I could pull the back right off of it. It's not a problem. I got to trim this a little better. Right now I got contact cement in there, so, and then I got to trim this, bring this and cut this back and trim this. I got a lot of work to go in here. I got to make this natural like this. Not a problem. This is still, this can be painted. I'll have to bring out with the cardboard thing and everything else yet. I'll come back on that in a minute. Well, there's a lot more finishing touches I have to do and trimming and so forth. Pretty crappy job if you ask me, but I've never done it before, so. Around the mouth it didn't come out too bad, but I don't like the way the back come out at all. I didn't want the hair long anyways, mainly because of the Adam's apple here. But, well, I gotta work on this back over here. Well, I'm making up another small piece of cardboard here. I got 2 coats of paint on it. And then I'm going to put the clear coat on it. And that's going to be for over here. So it's going to fit in here, come even with the edge of this, and then the bottom of that will have a curve that'll just overlap this, so it'll make a little more natural. When I have to remove this, that cardboard and everything will come off in one piece. All I got to do is take this screw out, and like I say, if I have to, I can cut it, make a cut here and make a cut here and take the back and actually hinge the back, because it's, well, actually this stuff isn't even secured in the back here, and I don't plan on it. As long as it stays together all right, I can just leave it like this. I have a lot of prep work to do on this yet, so I'm going to be gluing that cardboard on with contact cement, but I want to wait and get the clear coat on it first. Well, he's looking like something now. Yes, sir. He's starting to look like something. On the back, I'm going to put this cardboard on here after I get it all painted, as I showed you earlier in the video. And that'll be the end of this part of the series, because I got trimming up work to do on this, and I don't need to necessarily apply those things onto a video. I don't like the way this eyebrow is looking here at all. I got the glue on the back side of this piece of cardboard, and I got the glue on the back side of this, so hopefully I'm going to try to fit it right in, and the other part will be drooping down a little bit here, and that's the best I'll be able to do. Then maybe I can get some flexible removable putty that's the color of the head here, hopefully fill in these cracks and grooves and stuff, and if not, well, we'll just have to live with it. But I had to put some of this glue on, which dries clear. I try to hold this damn beard together. It's not doing too good, especially on this side over here. Hopefully when it dries it's better. I screwed up here. It was nothing new. I'm always screwing up. I wanted to get a little longer here, and I could have, I had enough wig to come down to about here, actually. Well, we'll let that set up, and I'll put that on, and then that'll probably be it for today, and probably be it for this video. Alright, well, I got the cardboard on. It just kind of like goes over the top of this. It's not too bad. If I put some putty in here, if I can get flexible, removable putty that'll match this, that's fine. I can't use the paper clay, of course. I do have to remove this back, and the screw that holds the back on is right about in this area. So this whole piece will come off with the back. It's just like I say, I just have to cut this. The beard is just not, now let's hope that glue holds in it. The white is supposed to dry clear. Well, I guess that's about as good as I'm going to get it. Well, anyways, this is the end of this part. I got touch-up work to do, which I'm not going to even put on video. And I got to do something about the eye, if I'm going to make any eyelashes or not. I'm not even sure yet. I might not bother with that. So we'll just let her sit here and dry overnight. And that's the end of, what is this? I don't even know what part this is. But anyways, thank you for watching. And there'll be another part coming up. Not sure exactly when. So thanks for watching, and have a good day, everyone.